Good morning, a lovely sunny day, if albeit a wee bit chilly, but I've came along the coastline today to here. I'm at a place that I know as Castle Haven, or otherwise known as the Borgue. I know this wee bay as Dead Man's Bay. It's what one of the local farmers told me years ago. Anytime there's a body washed along this bit of the coast, it always got washed in there. So yeah, that's Dead Man's Bay. But anyway, there you are. This is the entrance up into the back of the Borgue, and as you come up in from it, you see the tide's only partially in at the moment, but it comes up here, and there's a small set of steps that lead up into the site itself. And you can see a bit more of the structure here. It's supposedly, I think, about 2,000 years old, but it would be an ancient fort, but it's changed a lot, I think, from what it's originally would have looked like. I'm told that there was a lot of work done here in the early 1900s by the then landowner. But it's got these areas that go around the side. This one's a dead end, but if you go to the other side, almost heading back out, just turn left, and you've got this small walkway that goes round. Again, there's an opening back out into the main area, and you can lead up through there. And there's various openings. There's another one there when you get back into it. And same over this side. Through here. And of course you've got the same sort of idea here as well. I think these would be steps that would take you up onto the top wall, but I wouldn't recommend climbing up on any of it. It's probably quite a fragile structure. There's a seat there in the middle where you could stop for a seat. But I dare say, if we walk through here, as I say, you've got a couple of stone steps here, so we'll go up on the first one, and there you can get a better idea of the site itself. There you go. Looking right out of there, you'll probably be able to see it with this wide angle lens, but the Isle of Man is very clear this morning as is looking out towards the Wigtonshire coast. But if I push this camera up on the pole, you might get a better view than from what I can get from in here. Hopefully it's not too shaky. This is looking back into it from the main entrance. I actually came along the coast this morning and come up in through what I would class as the back door. But if I just pan round, this is in through here there's a gate and I can see a sign, so there's a sign probably telling me about the place since I was last here. But as I've done this in reverse, we'll go out and I'll just film the sign and just let you hold it there. And if I keep there, hopefully you'll be able to read that. Castle Haven. This remarkable monument is the remains of a fortified homestead occupied from about 2,000 years ago. It's known locally as the Borgue, a place name derived from the Old Norse word for fort. The D-shaped fort, or dun, has very thick walls with passages and galleries. This gallery dun is unique in Galway, although similar gallery duns can be found elsewhere in likes of Argyll and the Western Isles. And yes, there it was. The structure you see today was excavated and partly reconstructed in 1905 by James Brown, the owner of the Knockbecks estate and antiquarian. So there's a bit more there. So we'll walk back in the way that most people would come if they came to visit it, and not along the coast, which is slightly more difficult. So obviously come up, gate, always close it behind you. There is sometimes livestock in these fields. There was actually nothing in them today. But again, you can see the bit goes off to your right, and then round to the left there. I remember when I was still working as a ranger, we came down and did a lot of the clearance of vegetation from here under instructions of our local archaeologist. But yeah, it's quite a major construction, and it's tucked away down in. A lot of people won't even know it's here. You can see most of the ivy has been removed off it now. But it's quite interesting botanically in here as well. I have seen the odd adder in here in the past, so just be wary if you're in here. And again, nice beach down there and through here. So if we take one last look, I'll actually show it from a drone which I took some years ago, but this will give you some idea of the structure. So until the next time, thanks for watching.